Hi, everybody. Welcome to a new episode of Couchsurfing Experience, our podcast. We are here with Zaid,
Hi everyone.
and we are talking about the Couchsurfing experience. I'm hosting him with Couchsurfing. Zaid, what about to present yourself?
Yeah. So I can begin with myself. I was born in France, so I'm fluent in French, of course. Je sais parler français, etc., etc. Les gens aiment beaucoup le français. People love French and everything. But I am also Tunisian, so I have Tunisian origins. Um, I went often to Tunisia when I was younger, but now. Let's say that with family problem and everything, it's fewer and fewer. And yeah, so I'm a student. Um, I came into Italy like 4 months ago in October 2023.
See.
And so I'm studying engineering, energy engineering, a bit of let's say the future and everything, but that's not the topic. And I discover a bit couch surfing because I'm like, the type of guy who like to, let's say, exchange because during my studies, I travel like every 6 months, almost every 6 months. I was near to Dijon, the city of Mostar,
Yeah.
for making an internship the last year.
Okay.
I was also in Grenoble. It's my hometown in France and also near Switzerland in Belfort for my engineering school. So I'm used to travel and I like to travel. Like I made some projects also from people from Germany, Switzerland, and I see that communication, exchanging with people is really something for me that I can benefit a lot from it, and it's an opportunity in life that you don't have to miss. Really, you don't have to miss it. So I tried to, let's say, find opportunity to travel because now it's near the, let's say, it's a break period, but also we have to prepare the exam. But it's quite a big period, so we have the time.
Christmas vacation.
Christmas vacation and everything. So I received some message. To be honest, it was a message from a teacher of me to try couch surfing. Try couch surfing, but the app I discovered it from a guy in un albergo, so from a hostel, let's say, a guy which who I met and everything. And so we decided to try from a day to another. And why not? Let's go. Let's go. Let's
Okay.
go.
So, what is your first impression of Couchsurfing?
So my first impression is that when
Was
you
easy to find an host or
the beginning is quite hard, and I don't know if you talk a lot about it, like the first feedback on the first profile and
I had the same problem. I was in North Italy, in Trento. I
everything.
tried to use Couchsurfing, but I was with zero reference. Nobody wrote to me. Also, when I changed city, a girl trusts me that I have the reference. She wrote me like a golden review that I'm the
The
best
golden
in the
review.
world, so the first one. So it was really more easy to find people to host.
Where it was for this experience?
4 years ago.
4 years ago, and in which city?
In Salerno,
In
Salerno.
Salerno. All right, all right.
At my mother's house.
So you are my golden reference, and because so yeah, you're my first host, il ospito in Italiano, and really my first impression is that yeah, I made maybe quite a lot of demands because first I was in Roma when I discovered couch surfing.
Yeah, maybe in the Christmas vacation it's quite hard to find
Yeah,
someone.
that it's also a bias, yeah, because it was completely in the Christmas period and New Year Eve. So yeah, I arrived here like one day before the
The
New
New
Year.
Year,
Yeah,
yes.
New Year. So that's also hard. And yeah, I say thank you another time for everything because accepting me like
Yeah, it was for
student.
me because the fact I have no child, I am in such meaning alone.
Yeah,
Was a new experience to to stay with someone and take it to my house in the New Year time, Capodanno. So I want to say, what suggests you what are your suggestions for people like you that are studying? Because it's quite hard to for people that maybe rent a room in like you in Torino. I have some places, so I have to study with the exam. What you have some advice for students? Because I find a crazy girl, not a crazy girl, a girl that was traveling and studying together. So
Okay.
she didn't rent a room, and she lives like this. She don't go to the courses. She travel every time, and she make exam online. So
It's possible. Yeah, yeah, it's possible. It's possible, of course.
for me it
But
was crazy. She was not crazy, but this idea for me was
yeah,
wow.
it's not, it's a challenge. It's a challenge. For me, I'm making so an Erasmus, so the European program of exchange. And I really think that an exchange for studies is not really about working in school. This is not so much about studying, it's more about learning the culture and knowing really what you want to do in life and what are your desire. And my advice for everyone is this one, and I want to be honest, I hear it in another podcast because I'm really interested and I hear a lot of podcasts, and this is annoy yourself. Because when you annoy yourself, this is in this moment that you will know which are your desire, what you want to do really in life. Because when you're like studying, you have homeworks, assignments, deadline for submitting everything. You don't really know if you like or not something. This is just about every time deadline, deadline,
It's
deadline.
like a work.
It's like it's a work. And most of the time people who like them works don't feel that they are working.
Uh-huh.
That's true. That's true at some point, of course, not for 100% of the work, but that's true. So really, yeah, annoy yourself, and during the
Also,
Erasmus.
maybe to make Erasmus, use Couchsurfing together is a good idea.
Making the mix can be interesting, of course, but I think that first you have to make really a study of it, because, like, in some cities, I think couch surfing is not really popular.
Yeah, yeah.
In some town like Batipalia, it's a small town, you can
Yeah,
find a
you
lot.
cannot find a lot. It's
Or
not easy.
it's not easy, but I think it's possible, but it's up to you. It's up to you. Like, do you like living nowadays? It's possible. You can like live a bit with Couchsurfing app and also make a bit of hostel. You can make a mix, but let's say that if you like challenges, it can be a good idea. But you have to know a lot about Couchsurfing first and before the Erasmus experience.
What I want to ask, do you tell me
Yeah.
that you have some experience in the hostel?
Yeah, some
So what
experience.
is the, because a friend of mine says that an hostel is a way to know other people, to meet other people, because you sleep in a room with 10 people,
Yeah.
4 people. Do you think that it's more interesting, it's a different experience of being
Course.
couch surfing or being in a hostel? What do you think about to stay in a hostel?
So I want to answer in two steps.
Okay.
So first, concerning my experience, because first I knew about couch surfing. Let's say that hostel is a good way to meet a lot of people in few time. In few time.
Okay.
If you want to meet a lot of people in few time, I made like 3 hostels in Roma. Three, because I was, to be honest, now every time I was looking for the cheapest one,
Yeah, yeah, it's normal.
because I'm a student, of course,
Yeah.
and I met a lot of people, people like from different, with different point of view from all around the world, like one guy from Los Angeles. We visited
Ah,
a good part of Roma together. People from Mexico City, and everything. But the thing is that it's also like you need a lot of time because
ah.
if you have a lot of people and you want to meet everyone, you have to take time with everyone.
But you have space in common to stay together, to play, or
Most of the time, it was room for 4 or 6 people.
but
So
you
yeah,
have not only the room, you have some
public
space.
spaces, yeah, collective,
Collective
like
space.
collective kitchen. To be honest, collective kitchen I didn't use a lot.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
use a lot because I prefer to travel and
Yeah,
go to
yeah.
the city, of
Yeah,
course.
exactly. It's normal.
So most of the time when I was meeting people, it was in the bathroom.
Ah,
It was in
okay.
the bathroom.
Okay.
Like I was washing my hand. Hey, where do you come from, bro? Where do you come from? Where do you come from? It was something like this.
Yeah.
We begin to talk, and then at some point I was like, bro, right now we're in the toilet. Let's go outside. Let's talk. Get something to drink, and let's talk. But yeah, really in common spaces, it's a good idea, a good nudge, as I can say, a good nudge to push people to meet each
Also,
other.
it's different because Couchsurfing you stay with the local people. So in la maggior parte,
Yeah, the major part of the
many
time, yeah.
days or time, you stay with Italiani, maybe in Italy. In Austria, you maybe find other people from other countries.
Yeah, like Korea, LA, like I said, it was a bit of all really. Australia
Yeah.
also, like all around the world. But I think if you go in big cities, anyway, you will find people from all around the world. It depends, it's up to you. Really,
Yeah.
it's up to you and how you're open with people. And
Yeah, because can be problems in the also with people because
yeah,
you share a little space together.
that's also this, yeah. But you're
Depends on who you are, what you
who you are, what are your goals, like because
Yeah.
I can also just, go to hostel, sleep, don't talk with anyone,
Yeah, no,
just say, all
only a
right.
bad, only bad. It's only a bad. And also, I want to ask you, say 1 week in Roma.
1 week, yeah, it's
So,
something like
so
this, yeah.
maybe they say that Roma was huge, so maybe 1 week is the right time to visit the city. But I'm also interested about the fact that many people, like our friend we met recently, are feared about big city, especially Naples. Some people only don't want to go Naples because they think they saw you, they like big
Yeah, yeah.
city can happen the worst things. What I want to ask you because
My
I
my
know
opinion.
what is your experience on Napoli?
Yeah, I can answer. So first, you have to know, guys, that I passed like 2 days, 2 days in Naples, 2 full days. So it's up to you if it's representative or not of the city. But most of the time, I was in the city during night and during day. So I have both experience, and it was in the north part and the west part. So yeah, it was in the part with a lot of people, and most of the time people also ask me those questions. Do you think it's safe? How do you find people in Naples? I think you have to forget about everything
Yeah, because they
and
have
just
some
go.
prejudice. And also, it's normal if you go with a Rolex in your
Yeah,
they stole you. If you stay with the phone like this with an iPhone,
yeah.
maybe they will stole.
You
But
have gold.
you are also it's a matter of how do you act. If you are acting
Yeah,
like you are a tourist, maybe different.
of
If you
course,
go in that places not
yeah,
know, maybe it's different.
of course.
And also it's like a big city. So now I think that this effect to fear in Naples for traveler
Yeah,
are in is not like in the past
yeah,
because now there is Instagram and
yeah.
Facebook. So people are starting to watch that Naples is very beautiful, that the atmosphere.
And they want to come.
Also, I have there is a phenomenon that many people go away from Naples because they have to work, Italian people. So it's starting, but maybe also like this in the past, that people comes to Naples from North Italy of other countries to
Oh.
live because loves Naples, also in the other city. But I found this a phenomenon. How do you say controcorrente?
All right, yeah, this is people from outside who
Yeah,
came and
yeah,
not people from inside who
yeah.
want to stay. Yeah, but anyway, people which I found in Naples, what of course a lot of tourists, French, everything. But yeah, most of the time when I was in isolated places, it was Italian. Italians.
Italian
It was
people.
Italians, also a bit of people from Middle East, like India,
Ah,
Pakistani, and
ah.
Bengali people. Yeah, of
Well,
course.
there are many people, I think, this time in Napoli.
What do
It
you
was
mean?
crowded, crowded. The
Not
historical
not
center.
not really crowded in isolated places. It's
Ah,
not so crowded. Like places with big stairs, big slopes, and everything. Not so much people, but as I said, like 2 days, it's not enough at all. But yeah, really, I love the place. It's about you, not about people. Like if you want to talk with them, you can. But yes, if you go to Spacanapoli. If you go to Spacanapoli, it's so much crowded. Of course, like you cannot talk with people. Just walk speed, go to your targets, and make whatever you want, and you will find someone which you can talk
it's
with.
not bad with the public transportation also.
Public transportation, to be honest, I didn't choose. All
Ah,
by walk
nothing.
because, like, to give an example, yesterday I was in Capodimonte Museum and Palace, and I saw
Yeah.
that with public transport it was almost same time than by walk.
Okay, okay.
And I'm like a big sportive guy, so I love to walk. So I just follow my path and I was discovering the city.
Google Maps, Google
Yeah,
Maps.
Google Maps. You have everything with the smartphone. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
just walk fast. If you see people strange, you walk fast.
Another fact that we have to talk is the fact that you are European,
Yeah.
so there is a possibility to don't pay too much the museum, like
Yeah,
for
of
family.
course. We talk a
So
lot.
I have to talk this because
Budget, yeah.
people don't know that if they are not 24 or more,
Yeah, it depends, 24, 25.
depends on the 25, depends on the city. It's a big opportunity to like to
Travel,
live, to
discover
discover,
the culture, everything,
because they
art.
make this discount,
In
or
both
also
books.
for students, also maybe. Also, you
Yeah.
told me that it's a good thing to say like with an audio guide, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
important, not
I
only looking, but to study the history,
yeah.
you will enjoy more, because maybe it's better to visit less, but with more time.
Of
So,
course, that's also my to give my feedback. On my opinion, it's of course better to not make everything in rush because if you rush, it's like you make a cheat meal. You're at the buffet and you are eating a lot without taking a break. Of course, you enjoy the moment, but at the end, you're like, oh, it's too much.
no,
I
but
need
it's,
to
in
have.
fact, I was surprised, and it was a good idea. You go 2 days in Napoli because
Yeah.
people usually go 1 day from Salerno, and also the fact another fact that impressed me that you were in the Amalfi Coast.
Yeah.
You make a long walk in the
Yeah,
mountain,
complete hike, Monte
right?
Civano. Yeah,
And you don't know the zone, so maybe
of course.
it's like to explore, you know?
Yeah, it's the best way to explore. I think, yeah, going with the nature and just going by walk, like getting lost also in the city or in the place can be a good idea. Most of the time, I prefer to travel alone
Ah,
when
this
I
is another
yeah, this is another
question.
topic. Yeah,
So it's better to also in Couchsurfing, there's an opportunity to share time with the host and
yeah,
not to share time because we have to talk.
yeah.
Maybe our way is the best because we share some time together and we
Mhm.
don't share some time together
Yeah,
because I have to work.
yeah.
And so maybe I'm tired or the rain or the weather.
I also like this
So
idea.
now you prefer more to travel alone
Alone, yeah.
because you are more free, maybe
First, like when I began my Erasmus, I discovered different people. I exchanged with different people, and most of the time, it was like, all right, guys, so we can travel this weekend. Let's plan. We plan, and at the end, it was like, oh, sorry, I cannot come. Oh, sorry, I cannot come.
They change planes.
Yeah, change planes. I'll study. Oh, sorry, I have to study. I didn't study at all because people during Erasmus are like really lazy, really lazy. It was not my
Maybe they
case.
go to the party, they
Yeah,
drink.
or they just don't go. They sleep. They just
They
don't
just
follow the classes and
yeah.
everything. And so I understand alone that it was better to just make everything alone.
Also, it's better so you can meet like you
Yeah, all
new
people.
people
Yeah,
or
yeah,
from
yeah.
local, and also the fact you have time for yourself for thinking.
Yeah.
So maybe you go in nature, so you can connect with the world or with your God or
Yeah.
whatever.
For me, it's also about when you are with people, like you're visiting a museum, to give an example, like you cannot stop yourself and really appreciate the moment. When you're with people, you show everything. So you even show how do you look at something. So if you look at a piece of art, masterpieces in Capodimonte, like for example, you're like, all right, I forget about this, I forget about this. I just give attention to, let's say, the biggest part of the museum. And when you're alone, you give moment to
The
everything.
right time to everything.
The
And
right time.
what is famous Capolingo della ceramica? Maybe porcellana,
I love the ceramic in
porcellana, maybe.
the white gold, also called white gold, with let's say the Chinese art and Chinese method. But yeah, I took a lot of pictures for my mom because she loved this
Yeah.
white
So
gold.
traveling is also traveling with your friends
Yeah.
because do you use maybe you don't use Facebook, Instagram, not a lot.
Facebook, I was used before, and now I only use it because I am in Italy, and in Italy it was
Ah,
used.
but maybe
Yeah.
for groups, for doing something. But
A bit of
I
everything.
make this question. Do you like to share photo? Maybe maybe
Yeah,
you send photo.
I'm the type of guy which who like let's say when you have friends, like a lot of friends, it's quite hard to keep in touch. Like
Yeah.
everyone say hi and
As their love, or
yeah.
but their love.
When they are far away, like in another country or something like this, it's only when they are coming in your city that you
Okay.
share moments. But I'm like the type of guy who, when I travel alone, I discover so much stuff, and the thing that I'm alone, I have more time to brainstorm about the moment and think about my friend. So I can text them and send them picture about what they like. Like, yeah, I was thinking of you. Look, it's a gladiator picture, gladiator
You
art.
like this, so I sent you this.
And people are like, but bro, how can you think about me? You are in the other part of the world. Like, it's impossible. I love you, bro. It's like, that's why also it's a
And
good.
now this is the question. Is better French cuisine or Italian cuisine?
Yeah.
What's your friend? Always French people fight with Italian people because French say we have the best cheese. No, Italian we have the best cheese. Also the wine and every time. So I'm joking.
Yeah.
I want only to say if do you
What
have
I like.
what I like?
Yeah, of course. So first, to begin with, I have to say that I'm a Muslim, so I cannot eat pork. So sorry, everyone, if I cannot give my feedback on some meat and
Yeah, also the fact
alcohol.
you pay attention to halal.
Yeah, I love food and everything, but never mind. Like most of the homemade meal we make together, like scarolle based on vegetable, green
Also,
vegetable.
the fact that you are respectful of your religion.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard to find food, or it's quite hard. like vegan people, vegetarian people, or you manage to do this?
We can manage also as I said, I'm Tunisian, so the fact that I'm Tunisian and Tunisia is really near from Italy,
Ah,
we have a lot of let's say Arabic people coming here and a lot of halal food. Even here in
yeah,
Batipalia,
yeah, yeah. There is
even
some
here,
some,
I was able to make my Saint Friday, my Saint
yeah, yeah,
prayer in a mosque like
yeah,
10 minutes from home by
yeah,
walk,
yeah, yeah.
everything, and I appreciate.
I like the fact that but some people, when also Catholic people,
Yeah,
when they are travel, they don't go to the
forget
church,
about the religion.
forget about to
That's
pray.
great. That's so
I
great.
know that you have a good
Practice,
relationship
yeah.
with your practice
Yeah.
because when you stay, you can pray, you can
Yeah.
also it's good. Also, and it's the same like the sport.
Yeah, I
You have
find
like a routine,
routine, yeah.
so it's so hard to be
Discipline.
yeah.
Discipline, yeah.
So you take this in your life, even you are traveling.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can share a bit about it. It's like for me, the most important is to have this discipline because this discipline with let's say praying in time when I can, making sport to keep healthy and in good shape and in good form help me to travel also and help me in day-to-day life. So for me, keeping this thing, this routine just help me. And I think that if I just let's
We
say undergo with this routine, I wouldn't be as happier as if I
yeah.
am not traveling. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I
Also, the
prefer
fact
discipline.
that you choose a destination not to making a photo, but also to make hiking,
Yeah, make hiking
also so
sports.
you program your travels like. I love the fact you are also the slow with people because there are people when they are like what you are saying
Yeah.
first before. There are you have to visit everything.
Three countries in two
Yeah,
weeks.
and also maybe it's better to take maybe 1 week to stay in a place, so you have the time also to not doing
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah, yeah. This time taking a rest and really think about what you've made, what you like, what you don't like, and why is it a good thing what you did make. It's so important, so much important.
Yeah,
It's also it takes part in the fact that I made this travel like a bit in freestyle. First,
yeah,
I was in Florence,
yeah.
then I went to Roma from some advices and then Bachipolia because I wanted to try a bit the south, of course,
Yeah,
for the
because near to
weather.
Salerno, but by it's
Near
not as well.
Salerno.
But also, I want to ask,
Yeah,
is your mind to go to Venice maybe or the
the nice.
city? Or,
Yeah, yeah. It's also in my let's say in its plan. It's planned
yeah.
that I don't have the the time and the
Yeah,
schedule to
maybe
make it.
few your whole life you are so young. And
It's a
also
project.
the fact you are using Couchsurfing, and now maybe if I give you some feedback, will be more easy
Yeah,
because people trust in you. Maybe so it's more easy, opens many doors.
yeah. It will be like the golden feedback, as
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
said.
Because it's not to. It's true that you are a good Couchsurfer, so you deserve.
At
Uh,
some point you need it. Even if you are a good guy like me, you need this feedback because
Yeah, because
like
maybe you are a man alone, so maybe
yeah,
they don't trust, you are too young. Also, there's something else we want to say at our friends.
yeah, yeah, of course. I want to say that after so my plan are to stay in France for 6 months to make my internship and finish my master's degree. And I think that before beginning my internship, I have to visit a bit more Italy.
Okay.
And I think that it can be something to make maybe a remote podcast,
Ah,
let's say a part two of my Italy tour and everything I made. If it is occurs that
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I go and make
Yeah, it's good
something, a
idea.
second feedback, because 6 months is not enough and it's never enough. It's never
It's
enough.
never
With
enough. When you
holidays,
travel, you want to
yeah,
travel.
more. But to finish with, I want to say that really, yeah, traveling is the best way in Europe. It's the best, let's say, entertainment in life. The
Yeah,
best
okay.
entertainment.
I want to ask you, how do you maybe do you use in France or Tunisia to say like
Yeah, to say hello.
like
Oh, the check hands,
yeah,
check hands, yeah.
because maybe Tunisia you give when you have some
Kiss,
friends three
uh,
keys,
Three keys.
three keys.
It's in France, it depends of the parts of France, but
But in Italy
sometimes
it's two keys.
it's two keys. Most of the time in France, it's two keys.
Ah,
On
okay.
average, like 90 or 80% of the time. But sometimes you can find people like three, four, five, not odd number. I don't know why.
Maybe it's tradition.
It's tradition,
Okay.
but that's not really important.
Okay. No, I want only to make this
But
joke
but
to say hello to everybody.
yeah, but I
It's
want to give an advice to people going into Turin to make my studies. I met a lot of people from Iran, so Google it.
yeah.
And the fact is, I had an anecdote about it. I was in my friend's house to work on a project, and a girl came. A girl, and this girl so was from Iran, and I was like, "Hi, hello." I was about to kiss her, you know,
She was maybe sickly, education or
and guess what? She was like
paralyzed.
paralyzed. She was like a statue because for her it was not common
Yeah, to touch people or
to touch
yeah,
people.
yeah. What's
Even
wrong the education
yeah,
of maybe in Italy was like this 100
you see. So if guys, I have an advice. If you go in Iran for girls, just say hi with your
yeah,
hands,
yeah.
or maybe maximum check hands. But even in close family, it has to be really close family
Yeah.
to kiss and hug. And if it's not, just don't go
Okay.
for it.
Okay. I want to say our friend Zaid knows Spanish and also know
A bit of Arabic.
Italiano, Arabic. So it's a strong point for travel to
Yeah.
learn language.
No,
So
yeah.
it's the reason now I'm studying Spanish. So you have to say to everybody hello in Italiano.
Alright, so arrivederci a tutti e ci vediamo forse per un'altra podcast. Ciao!
Ciao, 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 ciao.
Ciao.